This is the final video at the end of my placement. I have learned various skills including leadership skills, time management skills, upselling, verbal communication skills, and customer service at All Star Lanes. I have also gained various practical knowledge, including using PDQ machines, also known as the chip and pin card machines. I have learned to use automated tills, and I have also learned a good understanding on using the ball return systems at All Star Lanes. For goal 1, I have outlined various specific tasks within my role at All Star Lanes, where I looked into following the health and safety, for example, at All Star Lanes to ensure that customers are bowling in a safe environment. In goal 2, I have been able to develop a career-related skill, which is the leadership skill, and I have been entrusted by the supervisor to supervise the closing of the restaurant. This is where I got a first-hand experience of what it takes to lead. In goal 3, I have set out and have discovered various academic theories regarding business management. I have looked into All Star Lane's mission, vision and objectives, and I have also looked at the internal and external environment of All Star Lanes, also known as the micro and the macro environment. In goal number 4, I have set out and I have gained an understanding into the target market of All Star Lanes, where I looked into their strategic allocation of their venues in video 2, and I have also gained an understanding into the marketing strategies that allow and increase a higher customer loyalty and retention. In goal number 5, I have gained various transferable skills including upselling, verbal communication and leadership skills. I have also gained a better understanding of the dynamics from the operational side of the business, and I have also gained an understanding of the manager's perspectives when it comes to making decisions. I hope to take some of the skills and knowledge into my next job in the aviation sector. For example, if I'm working at the check-in desks, because I've also already learned how to use the automated tills, it will make my job a lot more easier because I have already learned to use automated tills. This part is the strength assessment, and I'm going to look at the key areas that I have been able to improve, namely confidence in public speaking. I feel that I have developed the confidence to speak in front of customers in 2s, in 5s, in 10s, and it's becoming more and more natural for me to do so. Leading others, as mentioned from my experience where the supervisor entrusted me to supervise the restaurant closing, I feel this is a good exposure to experiencing what it takes to lead. Commercial awareness is something that I have been able to improve through researching into the micro and the micro environment of the company, including doing the SWOT and the pestle analysis. And I feel this is something I could take forward with me into my next ideal career. Observation skills is something that I have been able to develop through keeping an eye on the bowling lanes and ensuring that the balls are not overflowing, which could result as a hazard and could cause accidents. Regarding upselling skills, this is something I have been able to develop and that I have been trained to do so. This is where I upsell some of our exclusive brands and products to customers, and this is to ensure they are having a better than expected service, and this is something that I have learned and developed to do. Acting on my own initiative, this is something that I have ensured and instilled within me to always give 110% in whatever I do, and I know that I'm doing well on the lanes and meeting standards through the recent survey that has been done, which we have achieved 100% on the bowling lanes, which means that I am doing really well. as a server. And finally, multitasking. I feel that I become better at multitasking through having to prioritize and meet demands, especially during busy times, during the on the weekends. I have researched my ideal career role that I would like to get into, namely the airport graduate scheme with Manchester Airport and Future Leaders program at Heathrow. Some of the skills that are required for the role include business understanding, which I feel I have been able to gather after looking at All Star Lanes, where I had to research their mission, their vision, their objectives. I had to look at their internal and external environment, and I feel that I can apply a similar process when going to researching these two companies. Other skills include numerical skills. I feel this area is very useful and something I could develop further. As for customer focus and orientation, I feel it's something that I haven't been able to gain and develop through All Star Lanes, where I had to deal with various customers on a daily basis. Fourthly, the ability to manage multiple competing demands and priorities. I feel this is something that I have covered working at All Star Lanes. This is where I had to, especially on the weekends during very busy times, where I had to deal with 5 to 7 customers. I had to ensure that I prioritize which one of them I serve first, mostly the ones that come on the lanes first, and ensure that I don't keep them waiting longer than necessary. Strong analytical skills. In this area, once again, it's an area that is very useful and something that I could develop further. Going into my ideal career roles. And finally, the ability to think creatively to solve business problems. I feel this is something that I have been able to cover at all lanes, where I had to ensure that health and safety standards are met, where I had to make sure that the ball returns are working efficiently, and if they're not, I know who to tend to and cater so they can be fixed in case of any customer complaints. I know when to ensure that the manager gets involved if things get out of hand, or if things are getting out of my power and out of my role. I know when to get the managers involved, so any issues can be rectified smoothly and efficiently. A summary of my work experience and how it links to my course. I study a business management stroke, particularly in aviation management industry, and just like any other companies, they have internal and external environment. And through my course, doing my strategy model, I was able to understand the internal and external environments and how to use the SWOT and the pestle analysis to understand the environment that they are in. Secondly, all star lanes are driven through marketing and getting their brand out there. I feel that my course have equipped me to understanding what marketing is, how marketing is done, and what are the best ways to ensuring customer retention, satisfaction, and loyalty. Finally, my course has allowed me to understand some of the best motivational theories that are out there in my year 2, and I feel that also lanes fit within the Frederick Heisenberg hygiene motivational theory, and this is something that I was able to understand through my course and being on my course. My action plan to skills development, to name a few: numerical reasoning and facilitating. I feel that some of these skills can be developed through extra courses, and they can also be developed through inquiring about any further trainings that can be provided at my current workplace at All Star Lanes.